What ring's the best one? The next one.
Look, I love dissecting what we think Tom Brady is thinking, because what you do is you just take the people, the athletes, those that are around you, and based on those experiences, how you come up with your thoughts about him. But here's the thing. None of us know anyone like Tom Brady. He's that unique. So I can't sit here and tell you, there's a lot of talk about this is the last year for Brady. I haven't spoken to a person in the NFL that has any knowledge about what Tom Brady is doing next. We're going to discuss this all season long, but we won't ever really truly know what Tom wants to do. We just know one thing. He is still hungry.
I had the appetite to compete.
I'm out of the doubting Tom Brady's ability business. He almost won MVP last year.
Sure. I think, like most human beings, he's complex enough to have various motivations. All right, he can want to set himself up for life after football and still be committed to winning a Super Bowl.
I think I'm part crazy. I think that's the reality. 45 years old, and I'm out here with a lot of young guys that are trying to take my head off.
His last season, he's coming off leading the Buccaneers to the Super Bowl. All right, ending the argument of whether it was Brady or Belichick who deserved more of the credit in New England for the dynasty. Everyone calling him the GOAT, and he goes out and has one of his best seasons ever. Leading the league in yards, leading the league in touchdowns. All right, so that showed. And Nick, to say they didn't have a shot, you kind of poo-pooed the team last year because they went down big to the Rams. Well, they came back and almost won that game and almost got to the Super Bowl. So they have a shot this year, and Brady will have a shot next year.
When you get older, you just got to find ways to adapt and still be, the GOAT that he is, or still be great at your craft. And for him, he just, you can see his just laser focus, at this age and still doing it. And I think he's doing it right now because he loves it, and that's what he wants to do.
He's defying Father Time, and I think he'll continue to do it for a little bit longer.
This is what I think is the biggest challenge for Brady this year. Almost 100%, minus Nick, adulation. The bookkeepers have the Bucs as the second best. Everyone thinks that Brady's the greatest. There's going to be probably a farewell tour for Brady, and he's never necessarily done well when everyone is like, you're the best, you're the best. If you look out through his career, he has been motivated by slights, by needing a mountain to climb, whether it's being the 199th pick, whether it's Deflategate, whether it's Spygate, whether it's drafting Jimmy G, whether it's Edelman yelling at him on the sideline, you're too old, whether it's going to Tampa and having to prove Bill Belichick wrong that you gave up on me too soon. But now we're at this other weird stage of Brady's career where everybody loves him. He's a living legend. He'll be 45, which means he's on the field with guys who not only grew up watching him when they were kids, literally have never known football in their lives without Brady being excellent and being a champion. It's not like, oh, you were my favorite player. You were football. So this was all kind of really sort of pinpointed last year when Brandon Echols of the Jets intercepted a ball and had Brady sign it. So Brady is living in this weird world of being a living legend and a competitor at the same time. And I think it's very hard to be super competitive when you got to give your opponents autographs because they're just adore you so much. So I think him navigating this and being no longer far from being an underdog, from being the face of the league in the league's history, being a walking Babe Ruth, is very challenging to be like, yeah, I'm going to get this team, and then I'm going to sign autographs for them. It's very weird.
For me, they're sort of like 1A behind the Rams. They're right there. You look at some of these other teams, they may have taken a step back. Green Bay, most notably, losing Davante Adams. Dallas lost a number of good players, most notably, in my opinion, Randy Gregory. So I think Tampa's right there. I actually think Tampa Bay got better at the head coaching position. I work with Todd Bowles. He's not a good coach. He's a great coach. I think a big X factor in them being better this year is not only Tom Brady, but their improvement at the head coaching position. And I think they're right there with the Rams.
Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe as I post a new Tom Brady video every day.